Hello students, welcome back to my channel Learning English. Today I am here to help you to learn the future tense. Now let's begin. So what is future tense? The tense which denotes an action of future time is always in a future tense. Like the past and present tense, future tense is also categorized into 4 types, that is simple future or future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous. So look at the first point, that is simple future. Simple future tense expresses simply the future time, that is, the time that has not come yet. The time may be near or may be remote. As for example, he will come tomorrow. Here, future time tomorrow is referred. So, it is an example of simple future. And look at the second example, that is prizes will be distributed next week. Next week is the example of remote time. So, it is also an example of simple future. Now come to the next point, that is future continuous. Future continuous, when this tense is used? Now this tense represents an action that will keep going on at some point in future. The action must be going for some time and the time always must be in future. As for example, he will be playing cricket tomorrow afternoon. So, here by saying tomorrow afternoon, I indicate the future time and he will be playing. That means he will play cricket for some time which is in tomorrow afternoon. So it is an example of future continuous. Similarly, another example is I shall be writing the book then. That means I will write a book in future and by saying then I refer the future time. Now come to the next point, that is future perfect. So when the future perfect tense is used? Future perfect tense is used to denote the completion of some event in future time. That means it is kind of similar to present perfect. The completion of some action is mentioned in the future perfect, but when the time is in future, then it is future perfect, and when the time is in present, then it is present perfect. Now look at the example of future perfect. Number 1 example, he will have reached home before the rain sets in. That means here future time is denoted. He will have reached home before the rain sets in. The whole example ultimately describes a future event. So, this is an example of future perfect tense. And similarly, another example is I shall have finished my work by then. Here, by saying by then, I mention a future time. So, the completion of my work will be done on the future. So, it is also an example of future perfect tense. Now, look at the last point, that is future perfect continuous tense. So, when this tense is used, this tense indicates an action represented as being in progress over a period of time that will end in future. That means in future perfect continuous tense, an action will start in future and will be continuing for some time in future and also will end in future. So here in the future perfect continuous tense, a duration of time or a period of time is specifically mentioned. Now look at the examples. The number 1 example is, by next July we shall have been living here for 2 years. That means after coming the month of July in the next year, we shall have been living here for 2 years. That means they started to live, they will start to live at next July and it will be going for 2 years. So this is an example of future perfect continuous tense. Another example is, when he gets his degree, he will have been studying in Oxford for 4 years. That means after getting his degree, he started to study in Oxford and it will be going for 4 years. So this is also an example of future perfect continuous tense. So this is our today's topic. Please like my video and subscribe my channel to be updated more and more and to improve your basic English grammar. So till then, be safe, be home, and bye-bye.